YouTube, what's up, baby? Back in this thing again for another review. This is Q's Insight. I'm Cali. And today, we're going to be talking about Megan, bro. Alright, so we're finally going to be talking about Megan. Give me 1 second, just make sure or something. Alright, so if you've been to this channel before, you already know what we do it. Started off with the premise, 3 favorite scenes, the grade, and then we on to the next one, right? So again, this is Megan, man. This is one of the movies that I was highly anticipating for this new year of 2023, and didn't get a chance to go check it out in the theater, but I was able to buy it on VOD earlier today. So I watched it, and yeah, so we're here. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, definitely wanted to start off by saying this is one of the most anticipated movies I had that was going to be released in theaters that I really wanted to watch. So yeah, but premise of this movie is there is a character named Katie, a young girl, in which something tragic happens to her while she's going on this trip with her mother and father, Ryan and I want to say Ava. But anyways, they're driving in the snow. Car crashes. Horrible accident. Katie's mother and father end up passing away. Of course, now it's like, who's going to take care of her? So, Ava has a sister, and I don't know if it's Gemma or Gemma. I don't know, bro. Anyways, but she ends up taking in Katie, and it's important to note that Gemma or Gemma, however it is, she is a tech whiz. You know what I'm saying? Like she worked for this company making devices or toys, whatever it may be, to sell. So she's like a tech whiz. So she's extremely busy with her work. Plus, being at her work is usually where she is around, she doesn't know how to mother or nurture a young kid. So what ends up happening is, like I said, Gemma or Gemma, however you want to say it, she ends up taking Katie in. Things start off slow, but they don't get to where they need to be. And so Gemma or Gemma, however you want to say it, gets this idea that if I'm not able to be the mother that she needs or give her the parenting that she needs, and I got to do something to fix that. And so what she does is, because like she's such a technical wizard, you know what I'm saying? Like, she was working on this project called Megan. And basically it is a android that can think and do everything on its own. Like, it's not like no responses from her, stuff like that. They're from her mind. She has her own mind. Like, it's not programmed, not, you know what I'm saying? So but anyways, she ends up getting the idea of fixing Megan, perfecting Megan, so that way Katie can have like a guardian, someone to watch her, someone to take care of her, someone to talk to her in the ways that Gemma or Gemma just didn't know how to. So we get introduced to Megan. and Katie and Megan hit it off right off the bat. And what ends up happening is Katie gets so attached to Megan because Megan helps Katie to forget about her mother and father's death. She gets so attached to Megan that she doesn't want to do anything else but be with Megan, or if she goes to do something, she wants Megan to be with her, type stuff. So, and it's a good thing and a bad thing because, of course, her coping over the situation, you want to do whatever you can to help her cope over it. But after a while, she needs to be indulging her self within something real, not an android. You know what I'm saying? And she was so fixated with talking to Megan almost like she was human, which she was pretty much almost human. You know what I'm saying? But what ends up happening is Megan is set to protect Katie at all costs. Certain things happen to Katie throughout this movie in which Megan feels like she needs to, protect Katie, so she does. People start getting murdered. And keeping also in mind that, the place where Gemma works at, they're like a toy company. So this Megan doll can actually be a hit and make them a lot of money. So the company is hoping for her to have this work out so that way they can mass produce this Megan and make millions and trillions of dollars, right? Gemma is happy for Megan being with Katie because, Gemma, however you want to say it, doesn't have parenting skills. So keep those things in mind, like I said. But what ends up happening is, like I said, people start dying, and eventually it is found out that, Megan is the one that's doing these things, right? In order to protect Katie. So, being that is the situation, it is tasked for Gemma to basically save Katie from Megan. Like, become who she needs to be in order for Katie to come back to real life, you know what I'm saying, type thing. And then also, you got to get rid of Megan because she's like per se evil at this point, right? Even though she's really only doing her job, she's programmed to protect Katie, and there were certain people in this movie that, kind of, they could have been nicer to Katie. So, I guess, I mean, you don't kill the people, but still, I mean, I guess, like, she was felt like she was warranted to do these things because she was only doing her job, which was to protect Katie. But yeah, so, Gemma is tasked with getting rid of Megan in order to save her niece. And that's pretty much the premise of the movie. I don't want to give too much away. I just wanted to give somewhat of some good details so that way you can understand like what's going on. I mean, people have already seen commercial, people, whatever, so that you kind of know what's going on. It's kind of self-explanatory, but still, I'm gonna give my little insight, a little to tell you guys about how the movie is. But like I said, I just wanted to give you a little piece of it. Didn't want to spoil everything, so hopefully, you guys can go back and watch this movie because it was a good movie. Now, 3 of my favorite scenes would be, and these may be out of order, I'm not sure, but 3 of my favorite scenes, it would have to be, okay, so it would definitely have to be the scene where Megan kills the, and these may be spoilers, like I said, where Megan kills the neighbor. The neighbor, what's her name? Celia. So when Megan kills Celia, bro, like, that was a crazy scene. Pretty brutal death as well. I mean, it would have been even so much more of a better time if they actually showed these things. Because, like, as certain things were happening, they would cut away from it. And I already know that this movie was supposed to be rated R at first. They were going to make it really gory. But because it hit it off so well with the trailers, they wanted to be able to make more money. And so they dumbed it down, or I guess you could say that, dumbed it down a little bit, so that way they can have kids come watch it. You know what I'm saying? It'd be PG-13 instead of rated R. Now, I know that they're supposed to be releasing a complete rated R, unrated version, whatever you want to say. And that's going to be coming out either on streaming services or it'll be available to buy, or both. But for right now, you can just get the regular Megan version that they have out in the theaters right now on VOD. But yeah, this scene was crazy. Like, she literally takes one of those power blasters, or whatever you want to say, like water blasters, or whatever you want to say, where you clean, like, people will come and clean, like, you know, like the cement, or like clean houses and stuff like that. And she freaking blasts the water on Shorty's face, bro. And then you can just see, like, they cut away from it, and you can see, like, just like blood just going down, man. And then, like, I know for sure that has to be on the rated R version. Like, you have to just see her face get melted off, and that's gonna be crazy. I can't wait to see that. But that was one of my favorite scenes, when Megan killed Celia. My second favorite scene would be I guess my second favorite scene would be, I mean, I don't want to pick all the parts that were in the on the commercial, but, or the trailer. But yeah, my second favorite scene would probably be when Megan chased down um she chases down what's the dude's name? Hold on. Come on, stupid. She chases down David and kills him, and then literally right after kills Kurt. And you know, before killing Kurt, she's like, you know, yeah, you were downloading, you know, the files that were for me, and they were supposed to be secretive. So, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you are really the one that killed David. That's how I'm going to put it off. Like, you killed David because he came to you and tried to, you know what I'm saying, confront you about stealing the files. And you were like, oh, so she made it make sense to where she could cover up the story of not only David but Kurt's death, and then also blame, you know what I'm saying, Kurt for killing David. So that was a cool little scene right there. And of course, that's one of those memorable scenes because that's when Megan dances right before she chases David down the hallway. My third favorite scene would basically be the ending, man. The ending fight between, I believe the robot's name was David or something like that. But whatever, the first android that Gemma or Gemma had created, that's been controlled with the gloves. That robot going against Megan at the end, that was dope. And the fact that, you know, the person that was controlling the robot was Katie. That was cool to see because, you know, she was so mesmerized and enticed with Megan. It was just like, you would think it wouldn't be possible for her to go against Megan, but she does, and she ends up, you know, actually being the one to destroy Megan, pretty much. So yeah, that'll be three of my favorite scenes. So that fight was pretty cool. I definitely liked it. But yeah, that'll be three of my favorite scenes. So you got the premise, you got the three favorite scenes. The grade for this, man, I really did enjoy my time. Like I said, this was one of those movies that I was highly anticipating for the year 2023. Now that we're in the year 2023, now that this movie's out in the theaters, but also simultaneously right now, you can get on VOD. I got it on VOD. I copped it early today. I watched it early today. Thus far, you got the review, right? But I definitely like this movie, and I will think I'm gonna be watching this multiple times. Like, it's it's familiar, but then it's not at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Because you got so many movies like this, where you got some type of like android or doll type thing, right? But you know, I just really like this movie. I really like this movie, and I hope that they get us green lit for another movie, whether it be like a prequel or sequel, however you want to do it. I want to see what they got for this, because I definitely enjoyed this. I definitely enjoyed this, man. The grade for this, man, I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10. All right, so 9 out of 10, definitely above average. Great movie, cool story, simplistic, straightforward, but done well to the point where you enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? But 9 out of 10, and the reason why I give it 9 out of 10 and not a 10 out of 10, because I know that they're gonna release another version. It's gonna be more gorier, so that's gonna be 0.5 right there. And then, you know, the other 0.5 that'll never be able to be made up is based. Well, we'll see. If the movie's longer, the other movie's longer, then cool. But, you know, the reason why I give it a 9 out of 10 instead of 10 out of 10 is because, for like I said, for one, I know that they got that gore coming in the next version that they release. But also, I would have liked to see spent more time with Megan. You know, just doing certain things. Like, I felt like when it really you know, got to the point where Megan was like really doing some outlandish stuff, like it was probably like only 40 minutes left of the movie. So I would have liked for her to have made that turn, maybe, like, you know, say the movie's like 2 hours, right? The first hour, you know, learning about Katie, Gemma, or Gemma, however you want to say it, you know, dealing with the tragedy, introducing Megan, and then the second hour, you know, all Megan. You feel me? Doing everything she's doing, right? That would have been great. So if I would have had like another 20 more minutes of Megan doing what she was doing when things got crazy towards the end, I would give it, you know, another 0.5. But, you know, we got what we got, and I definitely did enjoy my time watching this movie, and I will watch it again, and I will watch it again. And like I said, I hope for a sequel or a prequel, however it goes. I really did enjoy myself. So 9 out of 10 for this. If you guys saw the movie, let me know what you guys thought about it in the comments down below. What were some of your favorite scenes? Did you, like I said, did you enjoy the movie? Did you think it was trash? Would you like to see a sequel, or would you like to see a prequel? Let me know about that in the comments down below. All right. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share. As always, this is Q's Insight. I am Cali. Until next time.